Good morning. I'm Reverend Rose, minister of Shawnee Mission Unitarian Universalist Church, aka Smooch, and this is your morning intention setting moment. We begin by lighting our chalice. And now I have this reading from Mr. Rogers. When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, "Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping." Today, especially in times of disaster, I remember my mother's words, and I am always comforted by realizing that there are still so many helpers, so many caring people in this world. So now I invite you to get a pen and paper. Either you can pause this video right now, or if you have your pen and paper ready, you can just go ahead and start writing. Your prompt is, I can help by ... I can help by ... And now I'm going to invite our guest up, Miss Patrice Gonzalez, our very own Director of Lifespan Religious Education. So Patrice, you heard the reading that we did from Mr. Rogers, and I'm wondering, how do you look for helpers?
That's a great question, Rev Rose. I think first, the way I look for helpers is I go inward to see what I can do to help. And also, I think in community, birds of a feather flock together. So I can find people here at the UU church that we have, or I can talk to people who are my best friends. I do try and set... I'm so sorry, guys. This is like hard. Should we do it again? Wait, it's fine. Keep going. You have to keep going. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I like to, keep people around me that are positive people, and I find that in my friend group, and I try to stir away from the negativity. So having my friends, and especially my mother's always going to be there, she says, to help me. So I think that's the first person I would go to.
So I will remind us that perfection is the enemy of the good, and that we are all doing things for the first time. We did our first live stream just a couple of days ago, and we are going to ask Miss Patrice another question. So, Patrice, as you find yourself in a leadership position in a moment like this, do you have any practical advice that you could give to our children of all ages about how to kind of calm or center down and find that center?
For me, and I tell a lot of my students this, is to first remember to breathe. Because when we're stressed, freaking out, I think we forget to breathe. So first breathing in through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. It gives us kind of a second to relax, calm down, and a second to think about what's going on, and maybe even transition our thought process and our mood.
Thank you. That really did transition my thought process and mood. So thank you, Ms. Patrice, and thank you for tuning in. Come back tomorrow. We'll post this again tomorrow, and be sure to check Zoom, check Realm, Facebook, and your email for all communications regarding our new techno world. There's going to be a Zoom call every day at 5:30.